And welcome to Perpetual Fitness Training. Thank you for joining me today. I have a great yoga routine for you. A lot of my routines are kind of based on things that, happen to me. And one of the reasons that I came up with this specific chair routine was because I've been traveling a lot this summer and uh, you can't always travel with your yoga mat. And there's no way I'm getting on the floor in hotel rooms. Absolutely no way. So I had to kind of come up with a way to get these stretches for when I'm away and things get tight. And I need a little stretching, but again, either I don't want to get on the floor. This would be great for people who have ankle injuries, anyone who has any balance trouble. This would also actually be good in a car. Obviously, not if you're driving. Don't do this routine if you're driving, but for the passengers or if you're in the back seat, we did a really long car ride, and the thing that bothered me most was my low back. So being able to do some of these stretches in the car would have been extremely helpful as well. I was driving, so I could do these exercises. But really, all you need is yourself. Making sure you're in some comfortable pants. You don't want anything that binds up too tight. And then a chair. It doesn't even really have to necessarily be a comfortable chair, just a chair to be able to sit into. If you have some music to play, that would be great to help just kind of bring that heart rate down, to bring that stress level down, and just to take a few minutes for yourself. So let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you have that music on. All right. Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. So, sitting up nice and tall as you can give me. I want your feet planted, knees bent, belly in for support, heart lifted, shoulders down. Go ahead and close your eyes and just take a moment to focus on the breath. Now, the hands can be placed wherever you like. They can be flat, palms down onto the legs. They can be cupped in the hands. You can have palms turned up with the first finger and thumb together. Any really position that feels good for you. You need to be able to relax. So, I want you to do what's comfortable for you. So, taking nice big inhales. Slowly exhale. We want to take that breath into the nose. Slowly exhale through the nose. Now we're going to try just a different breath. I want you to try when you inhale to just breathe in to the rib cage. And I want you to feel it expand and go side to side. And as you exhale, I want you to feel those ribs come back together, all the while keeping the shoulders quiet and that tummy tight. Nice big inhale. Slowly exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Keep that breath going if you can. This type of breathing is called thoracic breathing. It can be more difficult. Those are different muscles that you're using compared to belly breath. So don't feel discouraged if you can't do it or if you can only do it for a little bit. It's something to definitely work toward. Give me one more breath. And now I want you to find a rhythm of breath that works for you. Taking an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to go ahead and stretch the neck, chin to chest. You're going to lift the heart as you push that chin towards your chest. You're feeling the back of the neck. Should feel good. Now, in this position, we're just going to drop the right ear toward the right shoulder. We're not hiking up into that left shoulder. We're staying nice and relaxed. Just let the neck move where it can. Coming back to the center. And now to that other side. Still staying lifted through the heart. That tummy is still pulled in. And releasing it back to the center. Let's go ahead and lift that head up. Take a nice big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to draw the back of the head toward the spine. I want you to keep those teeth together. You're feeling the stretch through the front of the neck. Inhale up. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Keeping that heart lifted. And again, we're not trying to hike up that opposite shoulder, right? We want everything to stay nice and relaxed. Just let the neck move where it will. And to the center, we're not forcing anything. Exhale, other side. Just let gravity pull, just grab a hold of that head and pull it toward the shoulder. So now we are keeping that right shoulder relaxed. Coming back to the center, we're just going to check in with that posture again. Really feel like you're lifting through the crown of the head, getting as much space in the vertebrae as you can. And now we're going to go back to right ear, right shoulder. If you would like, you can reach up with that right hand, gently pull the ear a little closer to the shoulder. Also, then extend that left arm out, just reaching out. I want you to feel the stretch moving down the arm, all the way through those fingertips. Feel how all of those muscles are connected. And inhale up, exhale, other side. We're going to gently pull, reaching out now with that right shoulders down. Staying lifted through the heart, that tummy's in nice and tight. And gently bring it up. Now we're just going to, again, sitting tall, look over that right shoulder. Coming to the center, look over that left shoulder. So now we're just working through some mobility in the neck. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder. Keeping the chest pointed forward. Inhale, center. Exhale. And coming back to the center. We're going to hold on to those knees. We're going to round our back. We're going to tuck our chin. Just tuck that pelvis under, that tailbone under. Just give me a little cow. Excuse me. This is cat. And now inhale up, stacking the spine. Now we're moving into cow. You're lifting the heart. I want you to try to glance up at the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, moving into mad cat. Shoulders drop. Inhale up, cow. Really just move with your breath. So if you have a longer inhale and exhale, go ahead and take your time. If it's shorter, again, go ahead and do what your breath is telling you to do. Again, inhale. We're going to go through this one more time. And when you're ready to exhale. And sitting up nice and tall. All right, from here, we're just going to take those arms, shoulder blades down. We're going to reach up to the ceiling. We're dropping those shoulder blades. We're pulling those blades together. I want you to think about having a proud chest, reaching out through the crown of the head. Release slowly down. We're going to do that one more time. Nice big inhale, reaching those arms up. Exhale, shoulders drop. We're going to hold here. Listen to your shoulder here. Again, we are not forcing any movement, letting the body tell us where we can go. From here, I want you to take those hands together. We're going to interlace those fingers. We're going to turn them inside out, and we're going to try to press the palms toward the ceiling, straightening the arms. You may not be able to get those arms straight. I want you to feel the stretch through the wrists and forearms. Again, we're not pushing, we're not straining, we're not stressing. There should be no pain. This is a gentle stretch, stretching through those wrists. And now we're going to release those hands down. And as we release, we're going to slowly get some hip flexion. And we're just going to come down and reach toward the toes. Let the head drop. Now you are welcome here if it's more comfortable to take those legs wide and have the hands into the center, if that feels better for you. Tighten that tummy. We're going to slowly roll up. So much like we're doing a Pilates roll up, pull that belly in, sitting up nice and tall. Head looks up, arms come up, big inhale. Swan dive down into that forward fold. You're keeping that nice flat back. coming down and holding. You should feel the release through the low back, maybe even into the hips if they're really tight. Pull that belly in, slowly roll up. We are going to do this one more time, just giving some movement to the spine. Nice big inhale up. And exhale, swan dive, slowly coming down. Really keep that back as flat as you can and allow that head to drop and hold. If you want to go a little deeper, you can take the top of the hands to the floor and really just allow yourself to drop down. Gravity is pulling the head and the arms toward the floor. And now from here, we're going to move into a twist. We're just going to place the fingertips down and we're going to come up just a little bit. I want you to be able to take that right hand into the center of the feet, so you may have to adjust a little bit. If you cannot touch the floor, you are welcome to come up to that thigh. That is the way to modify this and still be able to do the twist. So with that right hand down, we're going to pull back that left elbow and look to the left side. Pull that belly in. I want the action to come from down by that belly button. Right here, you can stay or reach that arm up toward the ceiling, shoulder blades down. Now, if your arm is off to the side, I'd really rather you keep that hand down and work on that rotation from the belly button into the shoulders to get that full rotation. Breathe as deeply as you can. That thoracic breathing works really well right here. And now we're just going to slowly come down and we're going to move to that other side. So hand comes into the center. Get nice and adjusted, shoulders relaxed. Big inhale. Exhale, we're going to pull back on that right shoulder as we twist, tummy's tight. Stay here, or if you can extend that arm out, maybe this side is just a little more stiff. Maybe we have to just stay right here in this position. This is a great position. We're working through that rotation of the trunk. If you can, that arm extends. You can probably tell on this one, this is a much harder side for me. Breathe. Give me one more breath. Big inhale. And exhale, coming back down. And then once again, just release it down. And now tummy tight, slowly roll up. Sitting up nice and tall. Give me a couple shoulder rolls right here. Just releasing any tension in those shoulders. Let's go ahead and move the opposite direction. Excellent. All right. From here, we're going to switch up a little bit and move into that hamstring. We're going to take that right leg straight. So you may find maybe you need to move more toward the edge of your seat. I do want that left foot to be firmly on the ground with that knee bent 90 degrees. This leg is straight. We are actually pointed toward the outstretched right leg. Those hands come to the left thigh. Nice big inhale, lifting up, reaching out through the crown of the head. Nice flat back. We're going to slowly bring that chest down toward that right thigh. Hold when you feel the pull through the hamstring. Remember to keep those toes pulled back toward that shin. Just allow that chest to keep sinking down as that hamstring releases. Remember, not worried about being able to touch the toes. This really is about bringing the chest down toward that thigh. Pulling that belly in nice and tight for support. We're just going to slowly press through those hands to lift ourselves up. And we're just going to switch. Extending that leg, facing the outstretched leg. Big inhale, exhale. So you're actually not coming towards center. You are coming toward that outstretched leg. Those toes are up at the ceiling. You're really pulling back, like you're trying to touch your shin with those toes. Tummy is tight. Shoulders are relaxed. Using that breath. Maybe coming just a little deeper. One more big inhale. And exhale, pressing through those palms, gently coming up, nice and tall. So now we're going to go ahead and do that with both legs. Now I am going to tell you, if at any time this feels uncomfortable for you, you can go ahead and just keep switching back right to left. Up tall, shoulders down. Big inhale or hands to your thighs. Exhale, reaching out as you slowly come down. You're pulling up on those toes, pushing back through those glutes, through the tailbone as you slowly come down. Releasing the hands, make sure the back stays flat. So I don't want you to round the back in order to get deeper into the stretch. Rounding the back does nothing to help the hamstrings. And right now, that is our focus. So really think about pulling back with those toes, dropping that chest, shoulders relaxed, belly's tight, and just feeling the back of the legs, maybe even into that calf. Reaching out through the crown of the head. You're giving me a pelvic tilt. So you're reaching kind of back with the tailbone, but you're trying to drop those two hip bones toward your thighs. Just give me a nice long spine. And then if you'd like to go deeper, you can exhale and just release deeper. And tummy tight, gently come on up. You can either walk those hands up, or if you feel comfortable, go ahead and take a nice big inhale with those arms reaching up to the ceiling, hands in prayer. Exhale to the heart and release. All right, we're going to go ahead and bend those knees. We're going to take those feet flat. You can readjust yourself in your chair if you would like. I'm going to take the right ankle and we're going to bring it over that left knee. So we're in this seated figure four. You do want the knee to be down, but be aware if you are tight in the hip, your knee will be up, and that is okay. This is still a great stretch for you. From here, you can place the hand on the knee and just press it toward the floor. You're going to feel that stretch through the hip. If you want a little more, flat back, reaching out through the crown of the head, we're just going to gently bring our chest down toward that shin or that calf. Keep that belly in, reaching out through the crown of the head. Again, we're thinking about a nice long spine. We're working hard to really reach and stretch as those shoulders drop down. I'm going to move just a little bit to the side so you can get a different angle here. Keeping that belly tight. One more big inhale. And exhale, slowly taking it back up. Let's go ahead and switch to that other side. So planting the foot firmly first. And then we're going to go ahead and reach down and grab that ankle across. So as you can see on this one, it's a bit higher. This hip is just a little bit tighter, and that's okay. I'm going to press, feeling that stretch. So for now, I'm good right here. I'm going to focus my breath on that hip, on that spot that I feel fighting the stretch. I'm going to try to relax the muscles around that ball and socket so that I can get a little deeper. If it releases, so mine has started to release, then you can start to bring that chest down. So don't feel like you need to just be able to pop right into a yoga pose. That's actually not really how it's intended. You're meant to slowly release and relax into it. As the body releases and gives you permission, then you can continue to go deeper into whichever pose you're in. Reaching out through the crown of the head. Shoulders are quiet, just breathing. One more breath, big inhale. And then on the exhale, just again pressing through those palms and gently coming up. Let's press both feet to the floor. So now I'm going to square back up to you. You have a couple options with this next one. You can work right here into the twist, or you can go ahead and move your body in that direction. So I'm going to choose to move the body because it's easier with the back of my chair, I think, to do the twist, but either option is fine. Feet are flat. You are firmly on that chair. So I don't want you to have one cheek kind of off your seat. Make sure that both cheeks are on that chair. We're going to go ahead and just do a gentle twist. So at first, all we're going to do is keep the hands here. And we're just going to look to the right, just over that right shoulder. So this is just kind of our prep, our warm up to get a little bit deeper into that twist. I generally don't like to just go right into twists. I like to get a little bit of a warm up first and release it back to the center. Big inhale. Exhale one more time. Breathe. And remember, this twist is coming from the belly. So a lot of times I see this twist happening through the shoulders with my clients. And really, I want you to think about wringing out your core. The shoulder follows. And release it back to the center. Now, if you want to go a little deeper, if not, you can repeat that series we just did. Or to go deeper, you're going to place your hands on the chair as you come around. So, nice big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to twist from the core. We're going to continue and go deeper. And now we can use the back of the chair to help us get a little deeper. Now, our hip bones are staying forward, our knees stay forward. We're not allowing the knee to collapse in. Those shoulders stay down, and we're just holding here. And let's go ahead and release that back to the center. And now we need to do the other side. So I'm going to just slowly move over. Up nice and tall, right? Both cheeks are on the seat, hands are down, tummy is tight, shoulders relaxed. We're lifting through the heart, through the heart like you're proud. That's what I'm trying to find. It's a proud chest, shoulders down, big inhale, exhale. So just that initial twist happening from the core. We're just doing a warm up twist. We're just holding it here. We're letting the body kind of know what's happening. If you're getting any kind of cramp or it feels like it's about to cramp, I want you to release and I want you to try again. If that sensation happens again, you're moving too deep into that twist. So you can just cut it in half and just give your body time. Let's go ahead and relax it here. Big inhale. Exhale. And release it. All right, so moving deeper if you like. Big inhale. Make sure you don't move until you get that exhale from the belly. Then the upper body follows, and that chair can help you to get a little deeper. Again, we're not feeling any pangs. We're not feeling pain. We're not cramping. The heart is lifted. Those shoulders are down. We're wringing out through the core. Those knees are pointing forward. We don't have one coming in. Relax those shoulders. Let your thoughts just drift and be quiet. Block out any outside distractions, any stress. This time is just for you. And let's go ahead and gently release and come back to the center. So we want to be back facing forward on our, I almost said mat, on our chair. All right, so we're going to go ahead now and do eagle arms and eagle legs. And all that really is required in this position is just to cross at the knee. If this part doesn't work for you, then I want you to just stay here and just focus on the arms. If you can go a little deeper, let's see if I can. You can double cross. Oh, hey, yes. You can double cross. Sometimes I can do this. Sometimes either my knee is too tight or my hips are too tight and I just can't get there, but I can get there today. So I'm excited. All right, arms out to the side. So it's the same leg as on top is the arm that goes on bottom. So it's right arm on bottom, left arm on top. So you're crossing your arms with the right arm on bottom, left arm on top. From here, you can come straight up with the back of the hands together. If you want to cross again, you just wrap around and try to get the palms facing each other, but you can stay right here. If either of these positions is just too much for you, you can go ahead and just grab the shoulders, all right, and do the stretch there. All right, from here, nice big inhale. As we exhale, if you're able to have those hands up, they reach toward the ceiling as those shoulders drop to the floor. You're pulling your belly button in. I want you to close your eyes and just breathe. Feel those shoulders relax. Again, you can be right here. Your hands can even be separated. Give me one more breath. Big inhale. And exhale, release the arms, release the legs. And now we're going to go move to the other side. If you need to, you can just kind of straighten and shake out a little bit. I'm going to turn just a little bit of an angle for you this time. Now we're going to go ahead and take the left over. Let's see if I can get my toes around. Ooh, ooh, mm. Yeah. Took some grunting, but I got there. Arms out to the side. So now it's going to be left on bottom, right on top, and we're crossing right at the elbow. From here, you just take those hands straight up. Maybe you can take the back of the hands together. Maybe you can come across and double twist through the arms and get the palms together. Those shoulder blades stay down, tummy stays tight. Big inhale. As we exhale, we're lifting up. And of course, if none of this works for you, you are using those modifications I showed you on the last one by not crossing the legs or maybe just by hugging through the shoulders instead. Focus on the breath, lifting through the heart. Breathe. One more big inhale. And exhale, release, and just take it down and give me a little shake. Perfect. Go ahead and undo those legs. Give them a little kick out. Roll out the shoulders. Stay up tall. Moving into a warrior one. So, coming back from the center, here's how we move into it. We're going to turn to the side. And this time, you really are just going to kind of have maybe one cheek. So, I'm going to start with my right side. My right foot is flat. The toes are pointed forward. That right cheek is there. I'm going to extend this left leg back. And I want the toes to face forward as much as they can. So, from this position here, tummy's nice and tight. We're reaching out through that leg. We are trying to pull up on that kneecap and straighten the leg, pushing through the heel, pushing through the toes. You're really trying to get that pinky toe to touch. It may not, that's okay. Just that's where you're reaching, all right? You're going to take those hips and they're going to point forward toward that foot. And the more you open up this leg, the more you're going to feel that stretch. So know that you can kind of play with the positioning of that front foot and it will change how this feels for you. So making sure your chest is forward, go ahead and reach those arms up. Nice big inhale. Now I want you to stack the shoulders over the hips. So we don't have any flexion through the hip. We're also not have really big extension, right? We're not all the way back. We're just right here. That back leg is nice and straight. Our shoulders are stacked over our hips. Our shoulder blades are down. Our tummy is tight and we are breathing. One more breath, big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to open into a warrior two. So we're just going to twist the chest now to the left, shoulders down. We're reaching out through the front middle finger. We're reaching out through the back fingers. Those shoulder blades are down and pulled together. You can gaze over that front middle finger. Just hold here. Feel that opening. As you move the chest to the left, you're going to feel that opening through those hips. Always readjust if you need to, but stay lifted through the heart. Pull that belly in nice and tight. And now moving into a little dancing warrior, where you're going to take that left hand back, that right palm up. Nice big inhale. As we exhale, we're reaching up like we're trying to touch the ceiling. As we come back, lifting out of the heart, shoulders are down and relaxed. And now slowly coming forward, we're going to take that forearm to the thigh, or you can come onto the floor. The other arm comes up and over, again, reaching overhead. Now, this bottom arm does not have any weight in it. So if you're up here and I tell you to remove that arm, nothing changes in that upper body. So we're not putting pressure or weight on that arm, whether it's on the floor or on your thigh. Your gaze is up, you're lifting out, shoulder blades down, still pressing through those feet. And now we're going to slowly come back up. We're going to do that again, but just a little bit faster. Nice big inhale, palm up, hand down. Exhale, reaching up and out. Inhale, coming forward to the thigh or to the floor, reaching out, shoulders release. Relax that arm in front and go ahead and cartwheel those arms up one more time. Palm up, hand back. Big inhale. Exhale, move. Inhale, coming forward, thigh reaching over or the floor. Release that arm in front and let's go ahead and come back into warrior two. And release. Perfect. All right, hands nice and secure before you start to bring those legs in. And then we're going to go ahead and just do the other side. So, whoops, I'm turning my chair. I need to turn my body. All right, so now we have the opposite leg forward. So this one will be my left. I'm extending out with that right. Oh, did you hear my hip pop? And I have for sure that left cheek on the chair very securely. This other one obviously will be up and off of it here. So we're going to take both toes forward. We're extending through that foot, pressing through the heel and the toes, pressing through those front toes. We're just going to kind of change that leg as it feels good. You may start to kind of cramp in that hip. So that means you need to bring it more toward the midline or center of the body. Otherwise, you can kind of walk it a little more externally. Let's go ahead and take those arms up. Take a nice big inhale. Shoulders down. Shoulders are over hips. You're stacked up nice and tall. That belly is in. You're reaching for the ceiling as you drop those shoulders down. Give me one more big inhale. As we exhale, hands come into prayer at the heart. We are going to open up to the right. Warrior two, release those arms. Adjust if you need to. Shoulders down, blades together. We're gazing over that front middle finger. We're pretending we have a pencil between those shoulder blades and we don't want to drop that pencil. So squeeze those blades together. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, right hand back, left palm up, and just slowly reach up and out. Reverse warrior two. And then we're going to go ahead and just come forward. And so that forearm can come to the thigh, or you can bring that hand all the way down. But remember, no pressure. We're not sinking into that shoulder. We're staying lifted and strong. This right arm is reaching up to the ceiling, and then it comes and reaches over your head. This is an active arm, so it's not just hanging. We want it active, reaching out. So you want one line from your fingertips all the way to those toes. And then you can release that hand in front and just slowly come back up. A little faster. So let's go ahead and take that right hand back, palm up. Big inhale. Moving on the exhale. Inhale, thigh comes down, reaching over, shoulders down, arms to the thigh or to the floor, releasing that arm, coming back up. All right, let's see if we can move with each breath. Right hand down, left palm up. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, thigh or floor, reaching up and out. When you're ready, release that arm, breathe, come back up. And go ahead and release. All right, bringing those legs around. Whew, give it a little shake, a little release. All right, from here, we're moving into goddess pose. So, from a seated position, what that looks like is wider legs, and then turn those toes open. And I just want their turnout to be what's comfortable for you. And make sure you're comfortable on this seat, this chair. All right, so you're up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale up. We're just going to go ahead and come and fold right into this folded goddess pose. So from here, you're reaching out. When you feel that stretch, the hands can come down. If you cannot reach the floor, they come to your thigh and you're holding here. You're reaching out through the crown of the head. Again, this is a pelvic tilt move. So we're trying to bring those hip bones forward or toward the thighs as we reach that tailbone back. You're reaching out with the tailbone as you reach out through the crown of the head, getting a nice long spine. That belly is pulled in nice and tight. There's no tension in the shoulders. And now we're just flat back, slowly going to come back up. All right, let's do that one more time. Nice big inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands reach out, or they can be on your thighs, and go ahead and come to your stopping point, whether it's the floor or your thighs. Shoulders relax. Really think about relaxing these lower legs. I don't even want you like gripping the floor with your toes. I want everything nice and relaxed. Release that hip joint, release the ball and socket. Just allow that head to come down as you keep a nice flat back, dropping it toward the floor. Good. Just breathe. We're going to move into a twist. So we're going to take the right hand to the floor, or it's going to be up on your thigh if you're not touching the floor. From here, this left hand comes to the thigh, and this is where I want you to start. Pull that belly in, nice big inhale. As you exhale, again, wringing out the core, you're going to start just by looking over the shoulder. If that feels pretty good, you are welcome to bring that arm all the way up. I'm just going to start right here, drawing my left shoulder back as I drop my right shoulder. I'm pulling my belly in and really trying to get that twist to happen through my core. Big inhale. And exhale, release it down and moving to that other side. So now I'm going to go ahead and place my left hand down, right hand to the thigh. Nice big inhale. As I exhale, wringing out the core, dropping my left shoulder as I pull my right shoulder back, twisting from the belly button. I'm just going to hold it here and breathe. Arm can be up if you'd like. I'm going to keep mine on my thigh. I get a better stretch. There's less straining for me, especially on this side. And release it back to the center. And this time I want you to take those hands to the thighs and round as you slowly come up. So you may be surprised to find how much that hits you in the hip, right? It's a lot of hip. So all the way up, go ahead and bring those legs together. You can even just give me like some openings through those hips. These are just like little hip circles that you can do while you're seated. Anything that feels good to you to help it release. All right. So now as we slowly move into our Shavasana, we're going to actually start in that seated position with some side stretches. So, in a side stretch, normally our hands are reaching out. Of course, if we do that, we're going to fall out of our chair. Not pretty. So, I want you to either place your right hand on your thigh or the right hand can be placed on the chair, depending on how wide the seat is that you have. Take a nice big inhale. I want you to reach up with the left fingertips like they're trying to touch the ceiling. Then I want you to drop that shoulder, but I still want you to keep that reach. This is called an active arm, right? So it's not here. We're reaching up, shoulders relax, big inhale. As we exhale, using this right hand as a brace, as a kickstand, we're going to keep looking up if we can and reach up and out. And I want you to think about breathing into the rib cage right here. Shoulder blades are away from the ears. One more breath, big inhale. And exhale, come on up. And now to the other side. So just drop that arm down. Find the spot that works best for you, reaching up with the right. Big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to stay glued with the hips as we reach up and out, looking up, shoulder blades away from the ears, that active arm. Breathing into those ribs, keeping that tummy pulled in tight. And gently coming up and release. Let's do a chest stretch. This is a yoga lock. So there's a couple ways you can do this. If you're in a chair that maybe doesn't have, mine has a really big puffy back. So I can't take my hands around the back of the chair. But if you have a thinner one where you can just easily grab your hands behind the back of the chair, you can do that. I'm going to just take my hands behind my back and interlace and up nice and tall. And I'm just going to bring my arms back as far as I can. You also have the option of scooting up in your chair. That will give you more room right? To be able to then get some movement with the arms. You can also just grab the back of the chair and squeeze and hold. It doesn't work for me here. This back is too close to me. My arms are too long. So, this is the only method that's really going to work for me here. Of course, you can also grab a hold of two ends of a towel or a yoga strap as well to feel this stretch. So, you're just going to sit up nice and tall. Those shoulders drop. Nice big inhale. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Release any stress. Release any expression or tension from the face. Just feel the muscles in the face relax. If you want to take those arms up a little higher off the body, you can, or you can just leave them resting where they are. One more breath. And exhale, release. Very nice. All right, so coming back to the front. So now we're going to move directly into our Shavasana. So you just want to make sure you're up nice and tall and that you're comfortable. I'm going to scoot all the way back into my chair so that I don't have to focus so much on sitting up straight. I can let the chair help me out there just a little bit. So shoulders down. Again, hands can be on the thigh. They can be palm up, first finger and thumb touching. They can be held together here, whatever is comfortable for you. So even though we're not laying flat, I still want you to be able to get into that Shavasana. It is a form of meditation, right? It's the opportunity to just allow your body to get rest. We are always go, 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 going. And the body just doesn't get enough time to just shut down, right? So it's kind of like when you have your phone or your computer. After a while, you have to shut it down and restart it because it starts acting funny. Things start reacting differently, and that is the same for your body. So Shavasana is an opportunity to actually shut your body down and just give it a moment to reset. So really think about that as you move into Shavasana. Now I will start you into Shavasana, and then I will shut the film down, and you can stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. I will not actually bring you out of Shavasana. I want everyone to have the opportunity to stay in it as long as you can. So, from your seated position, knees bent, feet flat, you are comfortable relaxing those shoulders. Pull those blades together. And then I want you to release, just relax. So, even your abs, you even get to let your abs go here. Your chin is in neutral. Of course, if you have, if you're like in a car, you have a back to your chair, you're welcome to just lean your head back, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Closing those eyes, I want you to start that breath through the nose. And maybe even bring that breath into that chest, doing that thoracic breath that we worked on earlier. Now, as you exhale, I want you to erase any expression from your forehead. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Release your jaw. Just feel that tongue relax. Soften the throat. Feel those shoulders relax. As you exhale, those shoulders grow heavier. They have weights attached to them, just drawing down. Relax your spine. Release your abs. Feel the glutes relax. Feel the ball and socket in that hip joint release. Those knees may open slightly. Relax your thighs. Relax your knees. Feel the calves let go, the shins relax, the ankles, the feet, all the way to the toes. And as you're sitting in that chair, I want you to imagine your legs become made of lead and they just sink you deeper into that chair. Staying focused on the breath, keeping that mind blank. Just imagine a white screen. Focusing on that relaxing music. Allowing your body to be drawn in. releasing the tension. Namaste.